Hey, this is Heather. I'm doing the Army Wife tag. I got it from Crystal from Army Wife 101. I'll put the link down here. This is actually my second attempt because I tried doing this last time and somebody came knocking on my door asking about a camper top thing for a truck, and I don't know anything about trucks, so he has to find out, but here we go. The first question is, how did you and your spouse meet? We met in high school first, and then we met at church like 4 years later. Whenever I met him in high school, I thought he was a jerk. I didn't want anything to do with him. He just thought I was a stupid freshman and was kind of like, whatever, I don't like any of the freshmen, I'm a senior, so I'm cool, da 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 da, you know, whatever. So, and then whenever we met at church, he developed a huge crush on me like that. I didn't know it until a long time later, but we had become friends and everything. We got close, and eventually we just started dating because we had both told one of our mutual friends that we liked each other, and then he finally got sick of us both talking about it and told us both instead of, telling us both from the beginning. But how old were you when you two met? Whenever we were in high school we met, I was 14 and he was about to be 18. And whenever we met again at church, I was 18 and he was 21. How long have you been together? Today it is 1 year and 4 months, which I figured out last tag, so have that ready. Where are you and your spouse originally from? Mansfield, Texas. It is in the middle of nowhere. It's like kind of by DFW. How did you feel about your spouse joining the military? He joined before we were together, and I had always said I was going to date somebody in the military because of the distance. I was just like, this is going to be hard. I don't want to ever do that because I don't want to hurt someone, and just, I was the biggest commitment phobe ever, and, I wanted commitment, but every time I would get close to somebody, I would, freak out and be like, no, and all this. So, that wasn't a good thing then, until I started getting really close to him, and I kind of, had always put up walls and everything, and he kind of broke them down like that, and just, so we ended up dating, and, I'm cool with it. He loves it, so obviously I'm not going to try to make him quit or anything. I'm going to support him because it's something he loves and something he wants to do. But, where did your spouse go to basic training? I have no idea. He talked about basic training. He may have, I don't even know if he told me where it was, but I know that he went. That's about all. I mean, I know stories on it, but I don't know where it was. Has your spouse ever been deployed? Yes. The first time he went, he was 19 years old. And he came back. Well, it was a year-long deployment. He came back right before he turned 21. Yeah. Actually, he came back whenever he was 20. It was 5 months before he turned 21, but, this is the second deployment. It's a year long. Sneeze. Okay, I think I'm good. This is the second deployment. He's going to Afghanistan this time. Or, yeah, but he's in Afghanistan this time. Have you ever been to his promotion ceremony? No. Because if he ever told me anything about it, he told me like a day before when we were dating. And so I never knew about it. If I knew about it, I knew about it the day before, then I have to get ready. I mean, he told me about like a formal dinner, dress up kind of thing 2 days before. And I had to switch with somebody to get off work that day, and it was a mess. And I was really lucky. I have like really awesome coworkers, and I was talking to one of the guys about it. He was like, "Hey, you want to switch? Because I have something I want to do anyways on Sunday, or Saturday. So if we switch, then you can have this day off, and I can have this day off, and it'll work for both of us." And I was like, "Yeah, sure." But so that ended up working out. We ended up going to that, and so, but he never told me about anything. The only thing he ever told me about beforehand was the Yellow Ribbon event, and I made sure I was off for that. So I was like 3 days, and so he had to tell me like beforehand on that, or he knew I was going to be able to get it off, especially on the weekend, because that's really hard to get off. How long have you been a military wife? 4 months? A little bit less than 4 months, like 3.5-ish. Did you marry him before or after he joined? After. A good. Well, his parents signed off for him to join when he was 17, so it was after. How did your husband propose? He told me a week before, or he asked me what I would say, and I was like, well, yeah, but not until after you get back. And then he was like, okay, well, I'm going to propose on your birthday. And I thought he was joking. And I underestimated him. Because he was like, yeah, I don't have a ring or anything. And I was like, okay, well, I just saw him, if he did, doing like a ring pop or something. And I thought that was going to be adorable, because that's kind of his personality. He's really goofy, really fun. And so I was like, okay, well, we'll see. And he actually got my grandmother's wedding from whenever she was alive from my mom, and proposed to me with that in front of my entire family and his parents and everyone, as we all went out to eat at Tom's. And I thought it was just supposed to be him and me and my parents and his parents. Then everybody started showing up. But it was my birthday, and so I was like, okay. And I was so excited. I was like, I knew about it, but I was so excited I could not even speak. Barely. And I didn't cry, but I'm not a crier, but where did you get married? We actually got married at the Justice of the Peace, and then had his dad do like a small kind of last minute ceremony, because his dad is a pastor, and it was really important to him. We actually had him do it through Skype from China, because his dad is doing missions there. So I mean, that was really cool. And I was like, okay. But that was really cool. How old were you two when you got married? I was 19. And he was 22. I'm like losing my mind here. I was 19, he was 22. I need to sneeze again. Oh my gosh. Okay, allergies. Did he wear his uniform on his wedding day? No. We are having an actual formal ceremony with everybody there and stuff, and his dad will be in town and everything for that whenever he gets back, because we both kind of wanted something that we could plan and everything, but we kind of decided to do that like the day before and stuff, because he was thinking about it, and he talked to me about it, and I was like, I don't really care when. It's going to happen anyways. I mean, it's going to be the same either way, and he wanted to do that because of benefits and all that stuff, so paperwork and everything, so we ended up doing it before instead of after. But he refuses to wear his uniform either time. He doesn't like being seen as that Army guy, and he doesn't like people running up to him and saying, "Thank you for your service," and stuff. Because he's just like, I just want to be treated like a normal guy, that's what I am. And so, no, he didn't wear his uniform. Where are we currently stationed? I am at my parents' house right now. He is stationed at a reserve base in Grand Prairie because he is in the reserves. And he is active duty right now because you still go active duty, but he's leaving. Do you live on base? No, I live with my parents. How long were you married when you had to go through your first separation? Actually, the day after we got married, he left for a month. That's not a big deal, but as far as that goes, like almost 4 months later, which is like now, like 2 weeks ago, he left for his first deployment since we've been together. Or married / together, so you're still together when you're married. But anyways, what is your favorite base so far? Well, because he's in the reserves, I don't really have a favorite base. I just kind of go wherever is around here. I've only been up to base like once, maybe twice, to do stuff with him, but I really mostly just stay in the civilian world and kind of go about life here because that's what I'm used to, and he likes it a lot better, and so we just kind of stay out here and don't go up to base unless it's necessary. Like I had to go get my military ID card and went up there for that, stuff like that. But do you think your spouse looks good in his uniform? I think he looks good in anything he wears or doesn't wear. But yes, I think he looks good in anything. Do you think military life is more advanced than civilian life? It's not more advanced, it's different, but it's not more advanced. It's just, it's a lifestyle that you just kind of, it's not for everybody. Civilian life's not for everyone. Army life isn't for everyone, whatever. Army life, military life isn't for everybody. But, neither one is better than the other. It's just different. Do you have a lot of military wife friends? No. I have friends that are military wives, but most of my friends are friends that I've had since high school or since middle school, because we're in a little town, and just kind of know everybody, and so most of my friends are still civilians or guys that I know that have gone into the Army that I've grown up with or whatever, but most of my closer friends are civilians. What is the hardest part of military life? The deployment. It's not easy. You just have to try to be strong and be positive about it, because if you're negative about it, they're gonna, he can read me like a book. So if I'm negative about it, he'll tell, and he's like, it makes him more frustrated and worried and everything. So you just have to be positive and look forward to when he comes home, and, homecoming and happy and all that stuff. Do you own military wife stuff? I'm going to say no. I have a sticker that says I love my soldier on my car. And I have a couple, I have my ID card, but that's about all. I don't like telling everybody that I'm alone at my house or whatever. It's just not a good idea. And do you support your spouse as a member of the military? Yes.